Yeah. All right. Let's go. Let's get into the debate show. All right. So look, AEW has one of probably the deepest rosters in wrestling. Okay. Yet every few couple of months, fans are always saying the same thing. Tony Khan needs another big signing. Now the rumors are floating around on top of the New Day that Bailey could eventually become available. But here's the question: is this is signing another star really the answer, or is AEW proving that it doesn't know how to maximize the stars that it already has? So here's the debate question, right? If Bailey became available tomorrow, should AEW sign her immediately, or should Tony Khan finally focus on building the roster he already has? So, start this one off with you, Cliff. Then we'll go around.
Yeah.
Now I'll at the end.
This is not sound like a legit question like that. Like, of course they should sign her like right off the rip, and bring her in like at your next pay per view or whenever you want. Like, have her challenge Mercedes. Doesn't matter because like wins and losses don't matter in AEW right now anyway. So you can just like scoot her in. You can have like one match, have her squash somebody, and then she's a contender. Like, I think yeah, I don't see a problem with like scooping up someone like Bailey because I mean that's someone in the roster that you're gonna want, especially with all the stuff that she does with like Lodestar. Like she's a great talent to have, not just like in ring because she's obviously a safe hand, but also the way that she develops like younger talent and brings up a lot of the indie wrestlers and like helps train them up and gets them going to make an impact. So I don't think about anybody else that behind the scenes you would want outside of Bailey if she became available.
All right, go ahead, Lou.
Um, no, I don't. I don't like it. And the reason is AEW currently has 40 women on their roster, and three-quarters of them aren't even being talked about or being pushed or anything. So you need to build your roster. You need to put your time and effort into what you have, and that bringing in another star, great. I feel it. Bailey should do what's best for Bailey, but AEW is roster is so deep that you're just not showing three-quarters of them, and that's how I feel about it.
All right, go ahead, Twitch.
So I agree with both Cliff and you, Lou. Um, of course, I think you should sign her. Um, that is somebody who can take your younger talent and help, teach them how to go from this level to this level. Like, she cuts great promos. She is great in the ring. That is somebody you want on your roster. To where even when she's done wrestling, you can convince her to transition to a backstage role and then be an advocate and help these women grow in a struggling AEW women's division.
Okay.
I here's my caveat to that: the women's division is being struggled because they're not featured.
I don't disagree with that.
And my apologies, there's 42 wrestlers on that roster, not 40. Like, yeah, sorry, I feel where you come from to it.
Still, it's a massive women's roster.
So, all right, Cliff. I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
If Bailey, you sign Bailey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whose TV time you getting rid of?
Whose TV time are we cutting into?
Whose TV time you cutting? Who goes off of TV? Cause I agree with I'm like with Twitch on sense. I agree with both of what you guys said. Like we're talking about a horsewoman for Christ's sake. It's literally top what you can debate whether top 10 women on the planet right now who's a wrestler who's women's wrestler, like arguably top 10. So like why not sign her? Why let her go anywhere else but to quote unquote the second major company? Like now Bailey and TNA to me sounds like a better idea. That's me. I think Bailey could thrive better under TNA because of the simple fact of like what Lou just said. There's 42 women on there, and I couldn't even name you 10 of them who are on the roster. I probably couldn't. Who are actively on TV?
Yep.
Willow, Riho, just because I don't like her. Britt, Megan Bain.
Tony.
Oh, Tony Storm. See, look. I was about to say Mariah May, but that's not now.
I'll be fair. You asking me? You asking me who I would? Who am I taking? Who am I taking TV time away from? And this sounds very mean, and I'm very sorry. I love her a lot, right? But I'm taking a Kuroshita. Like I'm taking the title off of her, and I'm putting it on Bailey.
Or
Like
or what they're gonna do is give Bailey uh and Mercedes the tag team run, and they're gonna take the titles off of Divine Dominion.
Divine
Like,
Dominion.
yeah,
It's
they're
I don't think
it's
right now. I don't think right now you have that run. I think you wait. You let Bailey cook in AEW, but I think you work with Sheeta, and then I say you have her go in first, and you have the matchup with Sheeta, and then eventually you're gonna have the Mercedes Moné match. You're gonna want to see that match, right? Bailey and Mercedes take it, go for that title. But I think you have Sheeta, and then you literally run Queen Aminata, and then you run anybody from from Tekla and her gang, right? I mean, you have Blue, you have Julia Hart there,
Yeah.
right? That's those are all great matches. Then you have the match that we all want to see when it comes to Bailey, and that's Bailey and Athena. Like I know it's not gonna be Bailey. It'll probably be Pam, right? Pamela, whatever she chooses, right? But
What was her name before?
I
Was it
don't remember.
Divine something?
Maybe.
Divine, I
But
think.
yeah,
Whatever.
but you would have a run. You'd have that Athena match, and then after that you can Billy Starks, right? You bring her up, and then you let her wrestle her, and then there's a load of women that you can have her work, and then eventually you have her drop the title. Mercedes and her team up. They go, hey, we're gonna go grab this title, the tag titles. You have them go after whoever the current champions is, and then you run that championship for a little bit. And then you have the feud. They drop the tag titles, and then you have the feud, and we know what feud we're looking at.
Davina Rose. I was right.
Davina
Davina
Rose.
Rose.
Yep, I was right.
They have to
You know what's
let
crazy? I was gonna say
that.
Pamela Rose, and I was like, I'm pretty sure, and then I was half. What was you gonna say, Twitch?
You have to let that feud build naturally, though.
Yeah,
You can't force it right off the bat.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like you're talking about, we're talking about a year down the line before
Yeah,
you let
yeah,
this
I know,
match
I know
build
what
up.
you're talking about. Those two as a tag team later down the line would shoot so much life into the women's tag team division.
Absolutely.
The the females roster is so deep, it's not even funny. I mean, you got Anna Jay still out there. You got Britt Baker still out there. Deanna Perrazzo, fucking Diamante, Harley Cameron. It's so there's so many,
Right.
and you're just gonna bury any of these
But
guys'
here's
TV
here's
time
So
okay,
for
but
here's the
Bailey.
thing
let's
is,
be
who
fair.
is
Let's
the
be fair. Let's be
problem?
fair.
Go ahead.
Let's be
Yeah,
fair.
go ahead.
You brought up great names, okay? Brit, okay? We don't even know where DMD is right now, right? She's either they're waiting to let her come back or she's not coming back. I don't know. It's something's going on. Diamante, okay? We all love Diamante. She was doing great when they were running a tag team. But can you name another feud after that?
No.
Exactly. Gianna Prazo, right? Unfortunately, she just got lost in the shuffle. Like that's to be fair. I will give you Gianna Prazo because that's a talented woman who's sitting there, and maybe part of it was that because she was going back to school, she wanted to focus on college. Tony granted her that, so then she could just run, and then like they're like, hey, we'll bring you back for a match or here or there, so that way we can keep your perks going, I guess we'll call it. So she continued going to what is it, Southern New Hampshire University. That's the commercial she's doing. So there's that. Who was the other one that you named? You named another one in there too. Anna Jay. It's rumored that she's leaving, and that she's injured right now. Well, she is injured, but it's rumored that she's leaving. Cause what was the other one? Ty Mello, right? Ty Mello. She just requested her leave, and Tony
Yeah.
Khan said it the other day on the call. He told him, he was like, "Yo, yeah, I'm gonna give her release. She wants it. I'm gonna give it to her." So she's getting released. So like,
The-
there's some other names. I get it though. I agree. Their roster is deep. The
Well,
problem
yeah,
is,
I don't think the problem is never the roster. I don't think we've ever The problem has
No.
never been AEW's roster, and that's that like from inception. The roster has always been stacked. It's been stacked since they started, telling out names that who they were signing from when the original All Elite graphics. So I don't think the roster is the problem. I think so. I guess is the question that I'll put out to everybody. Is the problem for AEW Tony? Is it Tony?
100%. He doesn't know how to run a fucking company. Ah, there it goes. Sorry,
But
Marlon.
I don't know if we can
Yeah,
say.
yeah, I
I
just
don't
cussed.
think. But the thing
I
is,
don't think
I don't
we can
think we
say
can
that.
say he can't run a company when this company has lasted as long as it's lasted, and it's been breaking records. Like they
But
do
it's not
numbers.
Tony doing it.
It is
It's
so. It has to be. It has to
it's
be.
everybody else. It's the Bucks. It's Mox. It's everybody else. Throwing it. Tony the system does this.
He
All
put
right,
the
I got the
money
money for
in,
that.
but
I got the
so
money for
he
that.
put the.
I got the money. He's not running it. He does not. He does not know shit about wrestling. He just has the money. And says, "All right, sounds good.
He
All right,
just
sounds
all
good."
he needs, but he doesn't have to. All he needs to do is leverage his connections and get the things that he need to get. So he got the TV deals. He got the shows lit up. He got money coming in from Warner Brother at the time to help fund the show some more. Because let's be fair, he did get his money from his dad, and his dad helped him with the project, and then he made it successful on his own. It's not we can't blame Tony because the show doesn't know how to. The show has limited hours and how much it can do. That's not a fair thing to say. It's when we look at I do understand he does make final calls. Let's be fair, he does. But when you look at the way the show's being tracked and stuff, and the way that they're doing all their graphics and how they're pushing their talent, they're looking for the ones that are drawing the most money. The only thing that we could ask for, right, and this is not to be funny, it's for a third show that is really kind of focused centered on the women's wrestling because we're not getting it on Collision and we're not getting it on Dynamite. Like we're getting a match or two, and then maybe we'll get a match on Collision. But there's got to be another show that like is just centralized around the women's wrestling because the roster is so deep. It's not fair that they don't get the showtime that they should be getting. And it goes the same thing with WWE. I'm just like I need a pay-per-view like Tony. Like I know you watched the show, okay? When we shook hands, it felt like you knew who I was. I'm just gonna say, give us a pay-per-view where it's all women wrestling, right? All AEW women wrestling. I don't care what you call it, okay? I just want it. Let me get that, okay?
Brother.
I will be fair, bruh. When I telling you, when he walked up them stairs and he looked me dead in my eyes, I had the Red Dog T-shirt on. I knew he's like, this is him.
Hey Tony, just know that I only associate with them on Sundays. They're available for a job at any given point, and I'm in the Florida area.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, look, let me just say, I have zero shame. So,
Oh man.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. Hey man, I've said this like openly a lot. Like these are my morals, but also for the right price, these are also my morals. And yeah.
That's fucking prostitution.
Oh my
First of all,
god.
Anthony, don't talk to me about anything because you work for Pepsi and 2 years ago you worked for Coke. I'm not trying to hear.
I don't work for Pepsi. I work for 7-Up. Thank you.
All right, go to the comments. Here's my my final question, final thought. So, what's more valuable then for AEW? Is it another Hall of Fame name, or is it creating your next superstar?
Let me pose it this way. What if it's signing another Hall of Fame name to set up your next superstar?
That's like eating your cake and having it too, bro.
And in AEW, we were watching guys like Nick Wayne take off, who was working with Darby Allin. We were watching guys like Swerve explode, right? He's helping put over talent. We saw Will Ospreay. Let's be fair, okay? Will Ospreay in America was not as well known as what he was when, like, with the Japanese audience and the British audience. So, like, we've seen him in the work that he's done with Mox to get himself, like, higher up. And I know, like, we'll be like, well, Will will always be Will, whatever, okay? But Ricochet bringing up Khan, right? And then we're watching Chris Jericho work with Ricochet as well, like help drive that product up. Let's be fair, call it what it is, okay? But then look at the people that Storm was working with, right?
No,
Helping
yeah.
put all that talent over.
I mean,
Mercedes was working with, putting that
legit.
talent over.
What Tony? You just talk. You just bring up Mariah Murray. Little words. Mariah May.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you see what
And now
she's
look
doing
at
now.
her.
She's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the fine.
I mean, let the other two
Yeah, let's
talk.
say let
Like, I'm
everybody
gonna
else
run
think
this whole
about it.
segment,
Yeah,
bro.
all right, good. Let them
Been
answer.
gone a whole week. I'm sitting there putting out too much information.
Cliff really said it best though. What if you're signing your Hall of Fame talent to build your next superstar? I mean, that's what I was gonna say anyway. So he literally just nailed it.
All right, Lou.
Stay away from AEW. I mean, I don't even care because I don't like AEW. That's the thing, is it's a piss poor company with being funded by a billionaire. That's all that it is. I don't. It's garbage wrestling for the most part. Go ahead and bring her on because you're just going to take time from other talent. So go ahead, bring her on.
Are you high?
Well,
Like,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Vince McMahon was a billionaire.
yeah.
He was
And
funny in his company.
and they know how to properly run a show.
Word, because there's a whole reason why AEW became the company it is, and we were all first of all, Lou, you was also complaining about the things WWE was doing before AEW came about. Like, I'm not trying to hear all that. Like, you were talking about how poorly it was ran and how like it was just over and over again the same things, monotony. I mean, we could pull the episodes up. Like, this wasn't like it was too far ago.
Chaz owes me $100, by the way.
I do. I definitely do owe $100.
I'm just saying that like
Because I definitely didn't pull up that joint. I definitely didn't go back and look.
You
we were
can't find
definitely.
No, it's in there, bro. It's in there. I know it is.
What part? Wait, I missed.
Get
We got.
Luke Cornette.
Oh, but like here we are like talking back about this whole thing, and it's like you are so hell bent on just like shitting on this company when really it's like they're just like TNA where they're like just getting up and they're starting to get their like footing finally. And mind you, I'm still a massive critic, right? But my thing is that at least the women's division is getting itself put together. It's starting to come around. We're starting to see all the greatness that's coming off of this. Let's be fair. Like AEW's the pillar thing, not really a thing. Let's call it. They relied on those four, and when the company first started, those four absolutely I would have said it. Britt holding down the women's division and running right, but since then, like that whole thing is shifted, man, and like we're seeing all of it play out. So it's like, what are we really talking about at the end of the day? Like, this company is here to stay for a little bit longer. I mean, I hope it's gonna be here for a while, but it's doing its thing. So like,
Listen, if TNA can survive, AEW is more than capable of surviving.
Raw is doubling what AEW is in TV ratings right now.
But Raw is
Look,
not
Raw
as
is at a
good.
legacy.
Raw, yeah. Raw has Raw has a pedigree behind it. You've got what 30 something years worth of like longer than that, like
Words just stumbled out of your mouth. Says
like,
Raw's
but
not
still,
good.
but no,
You're
but the point,
fucking lying.
whatever. The point being is this: Raw has not been a good show. You can't sit here and tell me that the past 4 weeks of Raw has been more entertaining than the past 2 weeks of the AEW.
They've been fucking trash.
And that's on both shows. You can talk about Collision and Dynamite. And I've only watched one Collision this past month.
This is the same wheel run over and over and over. Tony
But that's the
Khan's
problem,
son-
though, is that we do run into the same problem over and over again. We get tired of AEW, or we get tired, and WWE starts to pick up. WWE starts to fall off. We go back to AEW. That is a cycle. You are right. That is a cycle. But the problem is that right now, like AEW is starting to catch fire again, and we're like paying attention. And I get it. Like you not liking AEW, I totally understand. But it is to be fair that like last week's episode of WWE for Raw, right? It was just a repetitive show. Like we watched this episode the week before. Like, and now we're on the go home show for Survivor Series or for SummerSlam, and guess what? We had what got driven? What point got driven across? None. The only thing we really found out was that it was going to be Nick and it was going to be Gunther at SummerSlam. That's all. But we've known this was going to be happening for a few weeks, and I'm glad that we finally got there. But it just took way too long to get there.
Yeah.
Like, we knew this match was coming along, but it's like, at what point in time do we sit back and go? Because, like, let's be fair. Here in a couple minutes, actually, right now, if you guys are dual wielding, right, per se, AEW AEW Redemption is on right now. Like the kickoff show is getting ready to start.
Oh, right. That
So
is
it's like,
tonight. Oh, let's hurry this
yeah.
show
So
up.
I mean, I'm just thinking about like
What about that?
Oh,
this
now
show.
we gotta
This
speed it up for
Fuck
Chaz.
that show.
yeah, this show is like coming up. Like this show's coming along, and we're seeing the new people coming along. Like Kevin Knight is that dude. Let's be fair. The Jet is
Kevin
the
Knight.
guy.
So he was. I wanted to talk about Kevin Knight. That was one of my like options to talk about. Was like, is Kevin Knight the next guy? Like, are we seeing the next, like, one of the next superstars for AEW in Kevin Knight? Yeah. Go to the comments. I want to get to our other two debate topics. We've been on this one. Ooh.
Should sign it for one reason. However, Miss Evans is in the room, and I will refrain from my normal contact about Bailey. I think what AEW is doing is similar to what WCW did when Bischoff took over, bringing in talent past their prime, not washed, still have skills, but not in their prime. I hate to differ. I feel like a couple of them are still really in their prime. So he's the male Dixie Carter.
100%.
Go ahead. I golf with men all the time. All estrogen wrestling. Wow. I don't know if I would ever say that. Make 7 up yours. I love that motto. I remember that. That shit was so funny. Too funny. Lou just following the money. I don't blame him.
$100,
I think that's where the villain is working with Jericho. Lou Cornette. We got $100. And then but TNA is supported by the E. And that's why I don't want that ass. That's also why I don't want to see Bailey in TNA, because they already have the deal with WWE. So it's like
That deal's not null and void now. That deal is not a thing anymore.
Sure.
It went to AMC.
sure, and Thea Hale is still wrestling over on TNA. Like, what are we talking about?
All right, let's go. All right.
Garbage ass topic.
Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. If you like this and you want more 3 Count Podcasts, go on over to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you never miss when we put out a video. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all things social media, 3 Count Pod _ X, 3 Count Pod, everything else. Also, make sure you buy our merch at foryourwear.com and prowrestlingtees.com. Also, you know what? Just watch another video right now. Like, right now, I'm going to walk away and you're going to play another video.
Now it's time to shine.
Now.
A little bit of soul, now drop me some lime. Now it's time to set it off, drop some gangsta funk with some OG Snoop, sipping gin and juice. Now get loose on the floor.